If homeowners keep pushing back on your price, the problem probably started long before the estimate. So give me a few minutes and I'll explain why price objections usually begin in your marketing and not in your actual conversations. You see, there's a concept that we teach called the value before price framework. And most contractors, what they do is just they walk into an estimate, they start talking numbers. But if the homeowner doesn't fully understand the difference between contractors yet, the only thing they have to compare is price. So the value before price framework flips that. Before price ever enters the conversation, the homeowner should already understand your experience, your process, the quality of your work, and the results that you deliver. And once those things are clear, price becomes part of the conversation, not the entire conversation. That being said though, I'm Johnny with Thrive Today Media, and we help remodeling companies position themselves so homeowners see them as the obvious choice. And in every video, I share one idea that you can make running your business easier and more predictable. Now, here's the problem though. Many contractors, they just walk into estimates already feeling defensive about price. Then they try to justify their cost, explaining materials or lower the price to win the job, because homeowners compare numbers when they don't see the difference. And if two contractors sound the same, price becomes the deciding factor. So how do we, prevent price from becoming the entire conversation? Well, it usually comes down to 3 simple steps during the estimate. So first, you want to establish expertise before you ever start talking numbers. When homeowners invite multiple contractors out, they're usually trying to answer one question: who actually knows what they're doing? So instead of opening the meeting by measuring rooms and talking about costs, start by guiding the conversation. Ask a few smart questions about the project. Like walk through potential challenges that they might have, considered, pointing out things like layout limitations, structural considerations, or material choices. When homeowners see that you're thinking about the project at a deeper level, they stop seeing you as just another quote or contractor. They start seeing you as the professional who understands the job. And that immediately changes how they listen to everything that comes next. Now, secondly, show proof of your work before price becomes the focus. Most homeowners have never managed a renovation before. They don't automatically know the difference between good work and average work. So give them something concrete, that they can see. Show photos of past projects that are similar to what they're considering doing. Also explain why certain design choices worked well. Highlight details like materials, finishes, or craftsmanship that made the results successful. Now, they are not just imagining the outcome, they're seeing examples of what you actually are able to deliver. And when people can visualize the result, they naturally start thinking about value instead of just cost. Now, thirdly, explain how your process works before you ever talk about price. Most homeowners only see the finished product. They don't see the planning, the coordination, the scheduling, and the problem solving that happens, behind the scenes. So take a few minutes to walk them through with what's, working with your company actually looks like. Explain the steps, like how projects are planned, how materials are selected, how the timeline is managed, how communication works throughout the whole job or project. And when homeowners understand everything that goes into delivering a smooth project, price starts to make a lot more sense because they're not just paying for materials, they're paying for the system and experience behind the work. And when homeowners understand the value behind the work, they're no longer choosing the cheapest option. They're choosing the contractor they trust the most. Now, if you want to see how this framework works in practice, I've actually put together a breakdown of how remodeling companies position themselves as the premium option in their market. And it shows you how to attract homeowners who actually care about quality instead of just price. Just shoot me a message or drop a line below for access. See you guys in the next video.